What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shonen Showdown. I'm your host, Rob, and sitting to the right of me is...
It's me, Jarrod. How y'all doing?
And listen, this is crazy.
Yes, it is. I've been waiting for this day.
Finally.
I've been waiting for this day.
We have Aizen from Bleach stepping into the ring. Across from him is going to be Madara from Naruto with the 10 tails.
Yes. And this is Hogyoku Aizen too.
Alright, right. Aizen's going to have the Hogyoku. Yo, just stay tuned.
It's going to be fun.
Alright. Jarrod.
Yeah.
The long-awaited versus.
It's here.
I think we should start by going straight into Sosuke Aizen. I think this is I'm gonna let you take the floor.
We have a genius level intellect. You know, he's a scientist on the base. He's been basically plotting throughout the whole show. He set everything in motion. And we're talking about Hogyoku Aizen, so probably end of show if you've seen. So we have feats that we have his basically Zanpakuto, his complete hypnosis. We have that. We have Hogyoku, which is basically a wish-granting orb that is implanted inside his body to help him, if need be, increase his strength, transform him, whatever needs to be done. We have immense spiritual pressure, probably highest of all captains.
Absolutely.
Comparable to Shinsui, if you would. And what else we have?
I mean, basically instant regeneration.
He's immortal.
Yes.
We have his list goes on.
Yeah, his power has transcended beyond Shinigami and Hollows.
He's near God level.
Right. He's
at this point.
He's in a different bracket altogether.
Speed near light speed. Close. Not there yet. Near light speed.
He's incredible. He's incredible.
His stat sheet is up there.
But so is Madara Uchiha from
100%
Naruto. Now, let me say this.
Give us his rap sheet real quick.
My biggest thing about this versus, right? Because you guys already know Madara already. I mean, come on. How many people did he have to fight to prove that he's of elite class, especially when he's a 10-tailed jinchuuriki? Might Guy was one of the closer ones that was able to take him down, but Taijutsu is that only thing that is really hard for, Senjutsu, which is, Sage Jutsu. That's like the perfect counter for it. Everything else, Madara is flying colors. He's, Kakashi and Obito are working together. Naruto and Sasuke are working together, and everyone's having trouble against
the
him.
whole Ninja Alliance is working.
The whole ninja world, pretty much. So we know where he stands as well. He's also of that elite tier. Yes. But my biggest thing is the limbo clones.
Yes.
This is where I think it would change a lot about this fight here. Because when you speak of Sosuke Aizen's pressure, right? His spiritual pressure it is crazy. It is crazy. I mean, you're talking about all, captains, attacking him. He even crossed up Hitsugaya. Hitsugaya thought he stabbed Aizen. He ended up stabbing somebody else. They didn't know what day it was. They didn't know what was going on, what time. Sosuke was just moving around the place. So we know all that. But I believe Madara can do that as well. So to me, if I'm Madara, I don't think that's anything that I really have to worry about because I have those same techniques. I think, especially Genjutsu is something that the Uchiha clan itself excels at. You bring Madara into the mix, that's a whole nother thing that I think he would be able to see through Aizen's hypnosis or any hallucinations.
See, that's the thing I was going to bring up also, besides the Hogyoku. We can get to that later. But the complete hypnosis, yes. Right. That is one thing I was debating on myself because we have the Uchiha clan. Madara has, unlocked the highest point of Sharingan. So we know his Genjutsu level is up there. And then we have Aizen with similar illusionary capabilities.
And he's in the 10-tailed jinchuuriki form. Yeah. So he also has Sage's 6-pass jutsu.
Yes.
On top of that.
Yes. But the thing about the complete hypnosis that sets it apart I feel like from Genjutsu is there's no way to really get out of it unless Aizen himself were to unleash the ability, turn it off, compared to a Genjutsu. There's ways to get out of Genjutsu.
How would Aizen be able to get out of an infinite Tsukuyomi?
Well, basically, Genjutsu, the way to get out of it is by disrupting one's own chakra or having someone disrupt your chakra for you. Because it's like a chakra thing in your brain. Chakra sent to your brain to like make you see things or put you in the illusionary state. And that's why I would bring up the Hogyoku, because people realize they're in Genjutsu at a certain point. You know, Aizen will be able to realize, because Shiroku in Bleach also has like kind of like a similar ability where it can flip your senses, make you see, left is right or up is down type of thing. And Aizen was able to see through that very quickly and then analyze what's going on. So if possible, the Hogyoku is a wish granting orb. If his deepest desire was to get out of this illusionary state, Hogyoku would just disrupt his ability or give him the power to like adjust himself to be able to get out.
So your thing is you're going to the Hogyoku and you're basically stating that the Hogyoku is what is making him the most unstoppable.
That's
my thing is
that's the big X factor for me.
Right, my thing is Ichigo already proved a way where the Hogyoku can be seen as an adversary for Aizen. You got to remember towards the end of that fight, Aizen didn't really realize himself as the strongest, as that transcendent being that he was previously before Ichigo used that final Gesuga Tensho. Yes. Which is why Urahara's Kido was able to seal him.
Yes, that's another part of that fight. Because Ichigo also said, the only reason I lost because Aizen wanted to lose. He said that at the end. I mean, Kisuke was like, okay, the only reason the Kido activated was because, the Hogyoku doesn't recognize you as his master and
but Aizen was weaker.
Yeah, Aizen was weaker at that point.
Right, he was weaker in that point.
Down.
Right.
But Ichigo was saying that the only reason I won is because Aizen wanted me to win, basically. He wanted to lose because he felt, he's like, they built some like the story through something and like, he felt his loneliness and yada yada yada, that he felt that once, if he were to beat Ichigo, he'd be alone and nobody could touch his power, which was his deepest desire, which the Hogyoku basically turned him down a notch. But I feel like in a fight against Madara, that wouldn't happen. I feel like he wouldn't have that desire to like lose. He would have the desire to be stronger and get on stronger.
You have to factor in limbo clones.
Yes.
Truth seeker orbs.
Yes.
I mean, that enough to me, I think, is because we're not talking about base Madara. Since he has the 10 tails, he's on a whole nother tier.
Yes.
Right? How is Aizen dealing with something that is in a different dimension altogether? I don't know how he's dealing with limbo clones, to be honest with you.
The limbo clones was probably be his disadvantage. When I was doing this debate, honestly, Madara, in terms of just physical strength and destructive power, he definitely outbeats Aizen. There's no question about that. Madara has way more destructive capabilities than Aizen's. What we've seen at this point in the show, and there's no debate in that. Perfect Susanoo, his Chibok Tensei,
Rinnegan, everything.
But what's setting him apart, does it feel like, is my views on the complete hypnosis. That even if Madara were to people have realized they're in this hypnosis, but they still haven't been able to get out of it. The only way to get out of it is for Aizen to deactivate it himself. Madara can realize he's in complete hypnosis, but still fall under the trap of not feeling the right things, not seeing the right things.
So if Madara himself gets hypnotized,
yes,
the limbo clone doesn't. The limbo clone.
Yeah, they're separate entity. Yeah, separate entity.
What is Aizen doing with that?
I feel like you take a few hits of the limbo clone.
Oh, so hold on. See, this is where
he's immortal.
Right, but he can be sealed. We saw he can be sealed.
He can be sealed. But he can be sealed.
Long. Huh?
But not forever. We've seen him in the bottom of Soul Society, just sitting there chilling in his chair. We've seen that. He can be sealed for a time being.
I think if Madara is in 10-tailed jinchuuriki form, I believe he has the power to seal Aizen if he's in that weakened state. And I believe that he can get to that weakened state because of the limbo clone specifically. Now, if there is no limbo clones, there's no other beings fighting in different dimensions, I think Aizen takes this. But right now, you haven't given me an answer on how he's dealing with the limbo clones. And for me, I think that is something that's different. That is on a different tier. We didn't even know Naruto wasn't even able to see them. Naruto had to,
because he had the little sage.
Right, he had to sense it a little bit.
Yeah.
And Sasuke was the one that was able to see it.
I mean, I feel like Aizen would be able to sense it. He's on a different plane himself. You know, he's not human. He's a Shinigami. And of course, I feel like I'm piggybacking off the Hogyoku for this whole fight, but that's literally the deciding factor. Base form Aizen cannot fight Madara, you know? The Hogyoku right now is what's giving him this fighting chance.
To go to that next tier.
Because the thing about the limbo clones is a different dimension. It's on a different plane of existence.
Right.
That's why people can't see it.
Right.
You know? Aizen gets knocked by it, he's like, what's going on, you know? He will never be able to see it. He probably won't even be able to sense it on his own, like, power by himself. But I feel like the Hogyoku will be able to give him the ability. Either you won't be able to see it, but at least be able to sense it. If it's his deep desire, like, why am I being hit by this, you know? I want to win this fight. I can't win this fight. This thing's hitting me all the time and I'm getting knocked down. And limbo clones don't last forever either.
They don't last forever.
There's a point in time where Madara has to call them back.
Right, but I would give the edge to the limbo clones over, you know, hallucinations. I would give that edge because Madara has dealt with, you know, genjutsu type abilities before, which are it's illusion jutsu.
Yes.
So he would be able to figure out, I think, especially in that form with Sage of Six Paths chakra, I think he would be able to, you know, decipher whether, you know, it's an illusion or it's reality a lot quicker than, you know, somebody like Hitsugaya, for instance. You know, I think Madara's on a different level, like altogether. When it comes to durability, we know that Madara can also heal himself because he has Hashirama cells.
Yeah.
So you know they both cancel each other out there. Teleportation, they both have certain techniques where they're able to, you know, it comes down to the Rinnegan where you could switch spots, and then you literally have Aizen pretty much moving so fast. It's basically teleportation. Yeah. So I would give Aizen a slight edge there, but Madara can hang.
That's what I feel like Aizen has a match in speed too.
Right? Huh?
In speed.
In speed, you'll give that to Aizen? Yeah, that's 100%. Right. I'll give that to Aizen. Limbo clones versus hallucinations, I'm giving that to Madara. I think limbo clones, I don't know what Aizen's doing with that. Personally, we haven't seen anything. And we know now we have the Sage of Six Paths chakra. Bringing that into play. We know what the True Seeker orbs do. That's also something that's tough for Aizen to deal with if he gets hit by a True Seeker orb. True.
I mean, it'll disintegrate whatever hits, but we have ultimate regeneration at this point. But let's not forget that Aizen is a Keto master at this. We know.
Right.
We have a whole different set of Keto, which is basically another set of destructive spells and sealing spells that he can use at his disposal.
Right. But he wasn't able to seal Ichigo.
No. I mean, this is not an Ichigo versus Madara fight now, is it?
I mean, yeah, but 10 Tails Madara?
10 Tails Madara against Black Coffin?
I think he can get out of that.
Maybe.
This man Madara almost put the whole world under a genjutsu.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, using the moon, his chakra is on a different tier.
Yeah, and Guy knocked his intestines all around.
Huh?
Guy knocked his intestines all over.
You're not gonna act like Kakashi wasn't there. You're not gonna act like Gar wasn't there.
I'm not acting
like Minato wasn't there, all helping out. Yes, my guy put in work, but he had a lot of assistance.
He did.
He had a lot of assistance. My guy didn't have to deal with limbo clones.
Yeah. But I already gave my point for the limbo clones.
What was your point?
The Hogyoku can give an ability to sense it. At least. I'm not saying you can see it, because that's a little bit of a stretch, because it's a different dimensional being, you know?
We know sensing is not enough, because Naruto tried to sense it, and he still needed Sasuke's assistance on top of that, just to catch Madara one time.
But I feel like Aizen could last long enough for a limbo clone to go out, you know? He'd get hits a couple times. He gets the ability to sense it. He's a Shinigami. He's literally on a different plane of existence by himself already. So, I don't know. I have to.
Who we saying?
I'm saying Aizen.
You're saying Aizen.
I don't feel like the limbo clone is completely like invincible like ability. It's definitely annoying and definitely something hard to deal with. The hardest thing probably besides Madara's destructive power.
Right. I'm going to give it. I think I'm still gonna stick with Ten Tails Madara.
10 Tails?
I'm gonna stick with Madara only because I don't think the Hogyoku giving him an ability is enough for me. I need a convincing he would be able to disrupt that immediately, because that's a technique that took Naruto and Sasuke working together to even catch Madara one time. Like, that's not something that I feel like Aizen would just be able to just brush over. That's something he would have to deal with directly. I have not seen him deal with it. Yes, I've seen him fight, against amazing opponents, but they've all been fighting on the same plane that he's been fighting on. He's never had, I haven't seen him fighting with people of different dimensions. But you guys let us know down in the comment section below. Who takes this?
Who? We gotta know. Please.
This is a very, very tough one.
Please let us know your
very,
theories,
very tough one. Yeah.
Questions,
let us know.
anything.
Yeah.
Drop them.
And with that, we'll see you next time. Peace.